In a warm countryside meadow, three little pigs, Percy, Pippa, and Peter, stood at the edge of childhood, ready to step into the world. The sun rose behind them like a blessing, lighting the beginning of their journey. As they walked, the dirt path lined with daisies and tall, whispering grass, the siblings dreamed aloud, each imagining the perfect home they would build, each believing they knew best. Percy waved one last goodbye to the cozy cottage they grew up in. It was a moment filled with hope and just a touch of fear. But adventure was calling. But here's where everything changes. At a fork in the countryside road, the three pigs stood together, and with a deep breath, they chose different paths. Percy to straw, Pippa to sticks, and Peter to strong, sturdy brick. But hidden behind a boulder, Wolf Walter watched. His eyes narrowed, following the pigs as they separated, studying their paths. From behind a tall tree, Walter's shadow stretched across the countryside. The pigs walked on, unaware. In the bright straw field, Percy gathered armfuls of golden stalks, soft, light, and easy to work with. The simplicity filled him with joy. He stacked bundles beside his new home, laughing as dragonflies circled above, the breeze carrying the scent of warm sunshine. Percy tied the walls together, the soft rustling of straw sounding almost like applause. He felt proud. This house was his. By afternoon, the crooked doorway stood proudly. It wasn't perfect, but Percy admired it like a masterpiece. But from across the golden field, Wolf Walter approached. Percy lounged in his straw chair, unaware of the danger coming closer with every step. A knock echoed through the fragile walls. Percy peeked through a tiny straw window and froze. Walter inhaled deeply, preparing his infamous breath. Percy trembled, feeling the house quiver around him. With one mighty blow, the straw house exploded into the wind, pieces swirling like golden snow as Percy ran for his life. Percy sprinted through the field, straw flying everywhere. Behind him, Walter surged forward, relentless. The wolf chased him with terrifying speed. Percy dove into the forest just in time, fleeing toward Pippa's stick house as Walter emerged from the ruined straw behind him. And this is the moment no one expected. In a peaceful forest clearing, Pippa collected sticks. Strong ones, straight ones, even decorative ones, each chosen with care. She arranged them into a neat square foundation. Chipmunks watched curiously, chittering their support. Soon, tall stick walls rose beneath beams of sunlight. The forest felt alive as she worked. Pippa tied the roof frame together, the soft green glow of the forest giving her home an earthy beauty. Then she spotted Percy running toward her, fear etched on his face. Breathless, Percy explained the disaster. Pippa listened closely, concern filling her eyes. Moments later, Walter's silhouette appeared between the trees. The pigs huddled inside, hearts pounding. From the window they saw him, eyes sharp, posture steady, confidence chilling. Walter inhaled, leaves rustling in anticipation. Then, crack! The house exploded into snapping sticks, collapsing as the pigs fled into the forest. Percy and Pippa ran through twisting roots and drifting leaves, Walter closing in behind them. They burst from the tree line, the open meadow leading straight to Peter's brick house. Walter stalked them from the forest's edge, his patience thinning, his hunger rising. What happens next will surprise you. In a bright meadow, Peter stacked sturdy red bricks, creating walls strong enough to stand against anything. He spread mortar with practiced strokes, sunlight dancing across each brick. A chimney rose proudly, solid, safe, and wonderfully built. Peter installed a wooden door, its warm tones glowing in the gentle breeze. He painted the window frame sky blue, butterflies fluttering around him as if approving. Suddenly he spotted Percy and Pippa racing toward him, fear in every step. Desperately, they told him everything. Peter nodded firmly. They would face this together. Across the meadow, Walter approached the brick house. This time he looked determined. He knocked firmly, each rap echoing through the walls. Walter inhaled deeply, preparing to unleash his most powerful blow yet. But the bricks didn't even tremble, not a single one. He tried again, harder. Grass swirled. But the house stood untouched. Frustration twisted Walter's face as the pigs peeked through the window, safe and calm. Walter searched for weaknesses, edges, cracks, anything he could exploit, but found none. So he climbed the roof, desperate, planning to slip down the chimney. Inside, Peter lit a fire. Sparks flickered, warm and bright. Walter slipped into the chimney, unaware of what waited below. Then, yikes! Tail smoking, paws flailing, as the pigs stood together, safe at last. And this is where the story takes a turn. Defeated, Walter ran across the twilight meadow. The three pigs stepped outside, cheering with relief as lanterns flickered in the dusk. Under the starry sky, they embraced, grateful, united, stronger together. Peter invited Percy and Pippa to stay. His house had room, and his heart had even more. They cooked together, laughter filling the kitchen like music. Their first dinner as a reunited family glowed with candlelight and joy. Later they rested by the fireplace, soft rugs, warm shadows, the comfort of safety. Far away, Walter looked back one last time. The house glowed, the meadow shimmered, and he knew he had lost. Morning came. The pigs tidied the house, sunlight painting everything with hope. Peter taught Percy and Pippa how strong homes are built, brick by brick, lesson by lesson. Together they planted flowers outside, dew sparkling like tiny jewels. They repainted the door, birds singing approval from the branches above, and they walked the peaceful meadow, enjoying the soft breeze and butterflies. They built a garden, rich soil, bright flowers, simple happiness, then a picnic on the sunny grass, fresh food, warm smiles, gentle hills all around. They watched the sunset together, orange skies, pink clouds, the beauty of a well-earned peace. As twilight settled, they hung lanterns in their garden, glowing like stars brought to earth. That night they lay beneath constellations, dreaming of futures as bright as the sky above. By the fire pit they shared stories and laughter, fireflies drifting around them like floating sparks. And at sunrise the three little pigs stood proudly before the brick house, stronger, wiser, and smiling into the bright future they built together.
If you loved this story, subscribe to our channel for more magical fairy tale adventures. And keep the magic alive. Until next time, my friends.